Mayfield ranks second in the NFL in percentage of his passes being dropped. Odell Beckham Jr. was brought over in the offseason to help give Baker more weapons, but OBJ is tied with Jarvis Landry for most drops on the team and has the highest drop percentage of any receiver on the team. So, Shannon, how much is Odell to blame for the Browns' 3-6 record?
He deserves some blame, Skip, but I think the thing that what he deserves blame for is raising their level of expectation. And that's what happens when you get a bona fide #1 receiver.
That's a good point.
Bring Odell in, you think, oh, we got a guy now. We need that #1, we got him. Boom, here we go. Skip, truth be told, Odell ain't been that guy in a minute. Odell went to the Pro Bowl his first 3 years, 14, 15, 16. Hell, we in 2019. So what happened to 17, 18, and 19? So Odell hadn't been that guy in a minute. We keep remembering what Odell was, but Odell hadn't shown us that on a consistent level. A lot of it had to do with injuries. But Odell hasn't showed us that on a consistent basis in a minute. Now back to Baker. You see what they try to do here, Jenny? But I peeped them, Skip. I got them. Oh, they lead the league in drop passes. Baker is 30th in completion percentage. So that's because of the drop passes. So they dropped so many passes. That's why Baker percentage is so low. Is that why he's second in the league in interceptions? Because they drop, so if they drop the ball, that also goes for an interception towards the other team. Is that what I'm hearing? Is this why Baker's QBR is so low? Call it what it is. Baker has regressed. Skip, there's no other way around it. You can dress it up however you want to. You can say they drop passes. You can say Freddie Kitchens is over his head. But at the end of the day, your quarterback is not what you thought he would be coming after the year that he had in his rookie season. That's why they're in the position that they're in. It's as simple as we can make it about drop passes. We can make it about Freddie K. We can make it seem like he's targeted Odell so much. Your quarterback has regressed. Your quarterback is not what you thought or what you hoped he would be. And if your quarterback, so if Odell catches all those passes they thrown to him, if he and Jarvis catch every ball they thrown to him, they record better than this? When your quarterback, so how many passes did they drop against Tennessee?
So let me get this straight. You are saying that Baker Mayfield has been exposed, that this is who he really is.
I don't know who this, I don't know, Skip, I don't know if he's the first year or the second year or maybe somewhere in between. But everybody can tell you, Skip, he's not what he was last year.
Well, definitely not.
Well,
but I believe he is who he was last year, not this year. And by the way, you started driving that bandwagon, so are you admitting you were wrong about him last year?
Yeah, he got me wrong. They got me, Skip. You know, I bought it to the hype.
Okay.
You know, I had that Jim Jones Kool-Aid. You know, we went on to, Guyana Town, James, wherever that was.
Yeah, that orange Kool-Aid.
Yeah. And I was drinking it.
You're off?
Yeah, I was drinking it. Well, right now, you know, my knee a little sore. So this thing stopped about 5 weeks ago, and I got off it, Jenny. I didn't jump off it when it stopped a couple of weeks ago.
I still have hope.
Okay, I'm with you, and I'm going to take it one more step. I don't blame Odell per se. I blame his presence. I'm going to give it 60% of the blame, just his presence.
Just the persona.
Because the presence skyrocketed expectations. They got way too high, and his presence has handicapped the football thought process of this still young quarterback, because he became very Odell conscious to a fault. He even said 2 weeks ago, we need to force feed the ball to Odell. Baker, you're living in the past because he, to your point, is not who he used to be. You could be who you used to be. You're only in your second year.
Right.
But I've been watching Odell closely, and I watched him closely in the Buffalo game, which they managed to survive and win to get to 3-6 and set up something of a quasi-division showdown tonight, which I will be on the edge of my seat to watch because I'm very interested in both teams. But
Cleveland loses this game, it's over.
Yeah, that's correct. But if they win, the schedule gets a little softer down the stretch. Maybe they can make a little bit of a run for this division, even though it looks like Lamar is off to the literal races. Right? So the point about Odell is, I'm watching Buffalo, and I had him for 3 drops through the first sort of quarter and a third. I don't know if we have a couple here they are. Okay, that's just a drop. Okay, you're Odell Beckham Jr. You just got both hands on that ball and you couldn't hold on to it. And then here's another one. That's a flat-out cold drop, right? Come on. This is Odell Beckham Jr. Come on. You're better than that. You're better than all three of them.
Skip, you know what? What this is a product, byproduct of, is that they see all the circus catches that he make in pregame. So they feel that if you get the ball in his vicinity, he's supposed to catch everything.
Yeah, he puts on an all-time globetrotter show in the pregame.
Right.
Steph Curry-esque
Right.
show.
Sure.
Or maybe I should say Steph puts on an Odell show.
Right.
He did it first.
Right.
And yet, I don't see great separation. I don't see deep burst. I don't see fifth gear that he can shift into and just run by anybody. I'm not seeing that Odell that you described in those Pro Bowl years.
No.
I don't.
Maybe injuries, he had knee, he had ankle, Skip. He's had some surgery.
He's had surgery.
He's missed some time.
And I don't know if his heart is really in playing in Cleveland, Ohio. I just don't know.
That could possibly be it also.
But Baker's heart is in making Odell a star because Baker loves it.
Baker's heart is in making commercials.
Okay, well, he did. He made 20 versions of that progressive commercial.
Yeah.
20 versions.
Like
and I think I've seen 15 of them already,
Exactly.
right? And they're relentless, and it's only making it worse and worse.
Thank you.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because people feel like if you're an athlete and you do commercials, you need to be winning. Okay, why you? Because the adage is, Skip, they forget that a lot of these commercials are taped in the off season.
Yeah.
You need to be reading your playbook. You need to be practicing. Why are you out making commercials? And people don't understand that. But people looking at Baker like, bro, you doing all these commercials and y'all losing. Go tell them to stop running those commercials. Nah, they don't put those in the can, bro.
Like
they
an
gonna get
alternate version for losses.
And Progressive Insurance Company is located in Cleveland, Ohio.
Right, and he's the biggest.
He was the guy.
Right.
He was the it kid last year, and I've been around Baker enough to know he likes being a star. And I'm not criticizing. He just likes being a star.
Yeah.
And he likes his friendship, and he likes to socialize with Odell Beckham Jr. because Odell's a big star. He's got star quality.
Yeah.
So Baker wants to help make him a star because he controls the sugar. He's got the sugar in his hand. He wants to pass the sugar to Odell, right? And he is force-feeding him balls when he's not worthy of force-feeding, right? He leads the team in targets with 79, but he only has 44 catches. He's caught one touchdown. That catch rate of 79 targets, 44 79, that is not winning football.
That's not good.
No.
But Skip, you said that his heart is not there. And I'm thinking the only place that maybe his heart will be is maybe LA or going to New England.
Yep.
Cleveland's not trading him to New England.
No. He belongs in LA, and he's voiced that before when he was with the Giants.
Yes.
Because he got a big mansion in the Hollywood Hills.
Skip, that'd have been. I'm sure the Maras and the Wellington, the Maras and would have appreciated you telling them, "Nah, I don't really want to be here," before they gave you that big money. That would have helped them a lot.
But they gave it to him.
Yes, because he's like, "Oh, I want to be in. I want to be here. I want to be here." And then it come to find out he did the story with, I think, with Josina Anderson, and he's like, "Nah, I don't know."
That was with Lil Wayne.
Oh, true.
I'm like, bruh, they just gave you $90 million, and you talking about you unsure?
Yeah, and that's when he suggested L.A. would be a great
That was
place
a bizarre.
to play. Yeah.
Yeah, you done got it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And remember when he called Cleveland out there? You got any good restaurants out there?
Yeah.
He tweeted at somebody.
I was thinking
there.
the Maras and the Tishes. They're the
Tishes,
co-owners.
right.
Tishes.
Yep, you got
I hate that when people don't realize the Midwest. It is a place. It exists.
Yeah, Jenny, but unless you're from there, you're probably not moving there.
I had a roommate, I'm not kidding, in college, ask me, I went to school in Boston, if it was hard to get flights that flew to Minnesota. And you know what? We find a way. You get in somehow.
I mean,
some people just
Wait,
don't.
that's a big, good that's a destination.
Yes,
airport.
she was really concerned.
Jenny,
But it
I
all
think the
works out.
Midwest, it is great.
I know,
but
and
you
he
know
could
what
make
they
it his
call
own. He could be Cleveland's
But
guy.
Jenny, but people don't like, it's not like an influx. It's not like people moving to LA or moving to Florida or moving to Atlanta. They're like, oh yeah, I'm moving to Ohio.
Yeah.
Or I'm moving to Minneapolis. That's where I'm going.
But what do people in L.A. and New York call the middle states? The flyover.
Flyover. Yeah.
You live in a
Harsh.
flyover state.
Oh, yeah.
Harsh.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's.
we do love LA. But
Yeah.
speaking of running LA,